Yeetah, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Immunite Plays. Today we're playing Tiny Metal, a advanced war kind of game. So if you played the game series Advanced War, that was like on the I think it's Game Boy Advance. Um, that you have different squads of units, and they kind of have like almost it's kind of similar to Fire Emblem, but instead of having individuals fighting, you have full units. So they would have like, maybe a group of 5 or a group of 10 people firing, and whenever they get hit or take damage, their firepower also decreases. So this game is in the same vein as that game. I think it came out in 2015, and so this game is the first one, and there is a second one that came out like I think this year or maybe last year. And so I figured we play this. I saw that it was on sale, and I really like strategy games, and so I figured I'd get it. I believe that it is all in Japanese. Let me double check that. Yeah, so there's no way to. I guess I could do the audio in a different thing, but um, we'll see what it is. But I do know that there's a lot of dialogue before the campaign missions even start. So, so be prepared for that. I might put in the notes where in the after much devastation and bloodshed, mankind finally put down its arms. And holy smokes! The scars of the war ran deep, and the planet covered in deep, several miles deep. Effects of the weapons were caused during the war, still caused electronic interference, rendering technology unreliable at best, and humanity fading into darkness, shadow of its former glory. Fight for survival over the remnants of civilization led to numerous conflicts over scarce resources well after the Great War. Tragedy was painted over by further tragedy of mankind. Holy moly! The Kingdom of Artemisia. Whoa! A nation filled with beautiful mountains, river valleys, jealous neighbors could not remain unscathed after the war. Artemisia was forced continuously to defend its borders each time where. Holy moly, the battle itself. I can't do anything about this. Only just. Oh, holy moly. Came to be. Oh, however, no. Holy. Alright, guys. Y'all are going to have to, like, pause it because I, I don't think there's a way for me to. Okay, so it's stopped right now. Artesian. Oh, no, never mind. Holy smokes, man. Can we, like. Oh, stop it. Oh, shites. Alright. So. Alright, we're gonna. Holy moly. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, we need to slow down the. Holy moly. Game speed. Dialogue auto next. No. Oh my gosh. Voices. Blips. You could do blips, Japanese, or default. Apply. Alright. Oh man. Oh my gosh, that was horrifying. I could decently read it fast enough, but I could not. Okay. 50 years have passed since the worldwide conflict known as the Great World War. After much devastation and bloodshed, mankind finally put down its arms and gained a moment of respite. The scars of the war ran deep, and the planet was covered in dense, impenetrable miasma several miles deep. The effects of firm weapons that were used during the war still cause electronic interference, rendering technology unreliable at best, and humanity has faded into darkness, a shadow of its former glory. The fight for survival over the remnants of civilization led to numerous conflicts over scarce resources well after the Great War. Tragedy was painted over by further tragedy, and mankind continued its spiraling downfall. The kingdom of Artemisia. Holy moly, sorry guys. The kingdom of Alright, I just said that. Artemisia. 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 A nation filled with beautiful mountains and forests, rivers and valleys, was ever the target of its jealous neighbors and could not remain unscathed from the cauldron of war. Artemisia was forced to continuously defend its borders, each time its weary defenders successfully repelling the invaders. The Battle of Zeltzer, Artemisia's last known conflict. History records it as another invasion into Artemisian territory, only just successfully repelled by its ardent defenders. A brief period of peace came to the people of Artemisia. However, no one was aware of the sinister shadow left behind from the conflict, until one day. The Artemisian king's royal plane shot down. The king of Artemisia was viciously shot down and ruthlessly killed on his return from a diplomatic mission by a sudden attack from an unidentified aircraft, sending great ripples of grief and agony throughout the kingdom. Amongst the missing was the hero of Zeltzer, Colonel Luja Lindbergh, a distinguished officer who had led the Artemisia into a miraculous victory aboard the escort fighter, which was never to be found. The people of Artemisia held their breath in anticipation of the news over the fate of their decorated war hero. After further visual analysis from the video footage acquired by the only surviving escort fighter, analyst was able to discern the mastermind of the assassination, the self-isolating, mysterious nation of Zepang. While the shogunate of Zepang was held countless debates over the issue, the citizens of Artemisia filled their hearts with rage. Lord Isoroku, because Japanese have like mono, like Isoroku, Tsukumo, I think. I'm probably botching these names so horribly. The ruling lord of the influential Tsukumo clan. He is a well-respected leader and warrior, known for his valor and sense of justice. The assassination of a foreign king of no interest. The accusation was beyond comprehension for the Japanese high command. A dishonorable act at best, impossible for a nation that values honor and duty above all else. Zepang verified that their military deployment logs for that day showed no military aircraft had flown out of their airspace. Believing this a trap, Tsukumo counseled caution and discretion. However, the Tatara clan, who had a similar standing with the Tsukumo clan, spoke out against Artemisia's slanderous accusation, calling the insult a stain on Zepang's honor and international reputation, and insisted that the only answer to the grave and heinous act was a punitive military action against Artemisia. Oh man. Tatara's passionate call to action struck a note with the Japanese high command, and after conferring with each other, decided to strategize a retaliatory attack. A full invasion was never planned. The attack was simply to give a proportionate response. Thus, a single infantry division of the Zepang military set forth upon the rough seas, the kingdom of Artemisia firmly in their sights. In charge of the Artemisian Northwest region's coastal defense, Nathan Grease and his forces received intel on the impending act of the inbound Japanese forces. Not fully recovered from the wounds from Zeltzer, the battle-worn nation musters its soldiers once again to answer the call to war. The fight begins here as the sparks of conflict fly and start to fuel once more of the ever-growing pyre of yet another great war. Is it on Bips instead of like Japanese? I can't give up on the idea that the king and the colonel are still alive. Colonel Lindbergh and our king have to be alive somewhere, just waiting to be rescued. I hope you all have like realized that I'm going to be like narrating and reading this. So this gameplay, I'll say gameplay, is half storybook of me reading this, and the other half will be me playing the game. So I will talk some during the gameplay, obviously, but I might let my voice rest, especially immediately after all of this talking. Or I could just talk the whole time. We'll see. But this is going to be great. This is going to be like story time with Han Emu Knight. And then also you get to see some me play some strategy games. So, yes, getting back into character. They must be somewhere. This is quite childish voice, but I think we'll stick with it. As the unit responsible for Artemisia's coastal defense, we must find out the location of our king and colonel's aircraft by any means possible. Either they had to ditch their aircraft at sea or crashed on the coastline, finding shelter in a cove. They must be out there, waiting to be found.
Commander, a report from our recon team. A signal from the unidentified coast source near the coast.
Could it be? Could it be the Colonel Lindbergh craft washed ashore?
We're not receiving a response, sir. The source of the signal is approaching our position. It's here, sir. It appears to have washed up in shore.
Go to Orange Alert. Continue hailing them. I'm heading to the command center. The miasma is creating too much electronical interference and lowering our visibility range. Please let it be Colonel Lindbergh.
Do you read? I repeat, identify yourself.
No response. Assume an unidentified threat unit is a threat and prepare to engage. All units, battle stations.
Yes, sir.
This is Lieutenant Nathan Grease of the Artesian First Army, which is crazy that a lieutenant is commanding any unit larger than a platoon. But I guess if they were so attritioned in their officer ranks, I guess that works. Unidentified unit. Halt your advance immediately. This is not a warning. This is an order. Further incursion will be seen as an act of invasion on Artemisia.
No response, sir. They are continuing towards us.
We have no choice at all. All units, prepare to intercept. This is not a drill. We must stop their advance here.
Sir, yes, sir.
1 second, y'all. With Colonel Lindbergh missing, it's all up to me now.
Sir, we're at combat readiness.
Okay, let's practice movement. Selected movement to use. Tiles you can move are highlighted in blue. Once you have moved, please select another action. You can cancel any given order, even if you make a mistake, so stay calm if you make a mistake.
Roger that, sir.
Don't push yourself, soldier. As for movement, watch as our vision spans. Sir, we have a sight of the enemy. Right, close in on a new target and attack. Possible, flank the enemy by attacking from the sides or behind. Flanking deals increased damage and crit chance. Thank you, sir. I'll try to do that. Oh, okay. So this is the game play. So we have story mode and tourist time, and now we have the game. So this is a turn-based game that is, you move your units and they have a certain amount of movement. Hills do impede slow movement, but I believe forests do not. I don't know. So I can move them, and then facing matters because then that's the direction that you can attack and interact with. And you can do 3 different things, 4th, including weight, I guess. You can attack, so that just straight up attacks, and then if you are flanking them, depending on if you're flanking them from the sides or from the rear, you'll get a bonus critical hit chance. They have the assault option, and so this is usually because once we get to cities, you have to stay there for a couple of turns in order to capture it. The assault lets them attack first, but then you'll, if successful, basically if they are able to retreat, they'll retreat back from that position, and you'll take their spot. And then the third aggressive, the third active action you can do is lock on. And so this unit will lock onto the target for the remaining of that turn, and it will include its firepower onto that unit, onto the next one. So whenever that unit is attacked, that it's focused on, that it's locked on, it will fire onto it as well. And so you can use this to kind of combo up, and you can also do it so that way that one that's locked on, it will not get fired on upon by the unit that it's attacking, because the unit that is being attacked will attack the unit that most recently attacked it, which is the one in the forest. And so you can use it to be like, oh, hey, this unit will be in the more defensible region. We'll have that one attack later. And if they kill them all because if they do enough damage to kill it, then they won't have a counter, like a response attack. So it's nice. Sir, the enemy is counterattack. Calm down, soldier. Let me think. I know. Take to the hills. Run to the hills. Forest and hills provide a defense, reducing damage received, as I mentioned. Look to the bottom right of the tactical screen for defense values. You should be able to see the details. I will note that because my camera is in the top left-hand corner, and it basically it just shows Nathan Grease's face, which you should be able to see. Maybe I should move the camera to the right. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this real quick right now. Can I move this? Advance. One moment, please. I want to see if I can do this so that y'all can see the stuff, because you can see his face. And I guess you can see the victory markers, mission victory markers, right? But yeah, I don't think I can fiddle with it while it's recording. So note to self, I'll change that when we end this episode, because I'll end the episode after this mission, even though it's going to be a short one. But the story is going to be long. But so it just shows the score as well as the money you make per turn, which in the first mission we don't get any because there's no cities. Look to the bottom right of this tactical screen for defense value. You should be able to see the details. So Grassland does 15, soaks up 15%, so you take 15% less damage. Acknowledge. And again, don't push the squad too hard. Which the unit size is diminished, the damage dealt to the enemy also decreases. If the same rule applies to the enemy as well. If you can reduce the enemy's unit size, then in turn it will take less damage too. In other words, sir, he who strikes first wins? Correct. By taking the initiative and attacking first, you can take the advantage. Acknowledge and understood, sir. So in this game, it almost always pays to just attack first. Just like always be on the offensive. So we'll get the damage and critical hit chance. And so when we go over to here, if the critical hit chance goes down because we're doing a frontal attack, but it will include the flanking attack as well. So we will focus fire onto them. All units, casualty report. Commander, we found this. This must be the enemy's crest. We have little information on the Zepang, but this seems to be from the famous Tsukumo clan. It would mean that the units under the Lord Tsukumo's plan are behind this invasion. Zepang? Sir, do you mean the isolated nation of Zepang? Yes. Is there another Zepang? Yes, and within that enigmatic country, this is the Tsukumo clan crest, which is said to be one of the highest-ranking vessels to the shogunate. If our king and colonels crash-landed in Zepang's territory, the video of the attack makes it clear that the colonel's aircraft suffered critical damage. All I know is that we need to find that aircraft, whether the colonel survived the crash or not. Are we clear? Yes, sir. Commander, the remaining hostile forces seem to be in full retreat. Ready a routing force immediately to pursue the enemy. Yes, sir. Watch over me now, Colonel Lindbergh. We will bring justice for you and our king.
I see. They finally mobilized their forces.
I had to cover my voice because we don't know what gender this person is.
We cannot let this opportunity pass. We must make contact with the Artemisians.
Hopefully you can still understand that. But I guess you could also read. Alright, so bonus missions found. They were oh wait, no, that's in total. Okay, so we achieved gold on this one. And then we will play this one. But so this is Act 1. I will do a shorter episode just so we can fix the camera so it'll be better off. Because you don't really need to see the score in the top right hand corner. So we'll end this short little video. I'll fill up my water bottle so that I have plenty of water. My voice doesn't grow hoarse from this. Just a little pony. And we'll have another episode. So this, we might do 2 missions in one episode in the future. To see how these go. But thanks for watching. Hopefully this is a good start. Hope you enjoyed the voices.
I'm kind of enjoying them. It's gonna be a little goofier Let's Plays, but I think it's gonna be fun. The gameplay will be fun. Be a little bit more complex when we get into the thicks of stuff. Right now, it's very much the tutorial of like, this is how you play this kind of game. This is what this unit does, and all that sort of thing. But I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and we'll see. I'll see you next time.